What is up, YouTube fam? Robbie C here. Welcome to day 2 of Vlogmas. Today, we're going to talk about hand speed and start throwing really far. But of course, before we dive into the distance and the big throws and the things and the places, we're going to talk, how are you doing today, Drew? Are you having a good one? So, it's no surprise that this year I have wanted to increase my distance for my game overall by a long shot. And working with my coach, sort of talking through some different things, one of the big things we're trying to do is teaching. There's like a slow is smooth, smooth is far concept that's said over and over again. But we can get so entrenched in the ideas of form mechanics where I'm out, in, out, and I'm doing this, and it's just so fluid. But there is a moment where we have to add speed to what we're doing. There's an explosiveness that has to happen in the throw. Ezra Aderhold had a great example of this over on Ulibarri's channel of saying a slow to fast. There's a slow to fast movement that you have to have if you really want to have that elite distance. But once again, I've been one of those people who even has probably talked about it a lot in videos, saying you have to be able to throw so smooth. What I've been working on for at least a week now leading into this is trying to go through this rotation pattern or this movement where one week I set up 4 different distance throwing sessions where I am just trying to throw as fast as I possibly can for 30 throws. Pitch count, make sure I don't overextend my arm, things like that. I'm just trying to hit it hard and fast. Now the follow-up to that is that I want to make sure that I'm resting and I want to take that speed out to the course. One thing we're learning the more that we have tech disc and we have those opportunities out there is that if you throw a certain speed, certain distance thresholds unlock for you, such as one person threw 500 feet throwing 69 miles an hour, but most people to throw 500 are having to throw 70 or faster. You can achieve distance in a multitude of ways, but like I said, we're trying to increase that hand speed. So I wanted to bring you along for my throwing session of the day. We're gonna have some music playing, getting it blasting. I'll probably mute that while we're here because copyright things. It's a 30 pitch count and I'm just trying to throw as fast as I possibly can and really lean into it. And I'm just not necessarily throwing hard, but fast, really leaning into my motion, feeling the deep pocket hit, things like that. Doing this 4 sessions in a week, one of the places that I feel the most tension is actually my fingers trying to build up that strength. But we have some really cool ideas on how to even take that to the next level that you're gonna be seeing throughout the rest of Vlogmas as we try to maximize this last month for distance. We want to take a quick moment to talk about today's video sponsor, DiscDot. Oftentimes you'll hear folks say, drive for show, putt for dough. And I really do believe that DiscDot is the best tool in the market for helping you improve that game. Embracing the motto of aim small, miss small, this single point of focus target, usually in awesome bright colors, lets you have immediate feedback when you're practicing your putting to know, hey, I landed in the right spot, I hit the right spot. Because if you're aiming at a disc dot and you focus in on that point, then even if you miss it by a foot high or low, if you have this disc dot centered up on the basket, you're still gonna make the putt. It allows you to get that feedback of when you hit the dot to know, hey, that was an amazing putt. And because these bright colors are so memorable, when I find myself out putting on the course, it actually translates extremely well because that muscle memory that I've built from hitting the dot really lays in, and I can even almost see these brightly colored dots on the basket even when they're not there. And aiming at a target, we know helps because it helps so much that the PTJ actually doesn't even allow you to have targets to aim at during competition. Just saying, seems to be a little science behind it. And as a quick side note, disc dots are now being fully manufactured by Trash Panda Disc Golf from fully recycled discs. So the discs that you no longer want are actually helping improve so many different players' games. So make sure you head over to disc.usa.com, use code RC Disc Golf at checkout to save yourself a little bit of money and a few strokes while you're out there on the course. First step is getting your arm loose and just feeling some warm up. We're not trying to go super fast here. We're not trying to do anything crazy. We're just trying to get the arm loose, prevent injury, especially if you're doing this over and over again throughout the week. This could be somewhere where you could easily hurt yourself. And nobody's trying to get hurt. We're just trying to throw some Frisbees. So I do about 4 or 5 warm-up throws, try to get my body up to speed. And you guys can hear from my longtime throwers, trying to get a little exhale out there, because you know everyone's like, Robbie's holding his breath during the whole throw and he's never going to do anything cool if he holds his breath. Just trying to work on it. Couldn't hold it. Couldn't hold it. That definitely wraps things up for that one. Super quick session. I mean, the goal is you're just getting in and you're going rip, 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 shot after shot, really trying to feel that I'm out and I come through and send it. Because if you come through, the hand eventually has to go and it pops, and stopping everything behind the brace gives you speed, power, things like that. So definitely working on it. These were the numbers that we had from our 30 throws. Definitely not my top end, but I'm noticing as I'm doing this throughout the week, it's trying to get that muscle to really feel the hit, feel that thing. And even here in this session, maybe it's because I'm indoors, there's a giant glass mirror there, and I really couldn't feel like I could commit, but I don't know, just a host of things. But that's definitely one to look at, because whatever I'm throwing here in the simulator, I'm probably throwing about 4 miles an hour less out on the course. So I can feel the finger fatigue of doing this for the week. So that's definitely fascinating. Hopefully it builds up. But next week we're going to shift to doing a course, trying to hit the numbers on the course where I don't just get the freedom to just fully rip and things like that, because obviously I'm going to burn stuff over. So that's our session, but that's going to wrap up day 2 of Vlogmas. So if you enjoyed today's video, thank you so much. Any likes, comments, that on the video will definitely help. What do you guys think about this process? And I'm very excited. Got some help from a friend who's going to be kind of making this whole process. We're going to try a different approach other than using tech disc for just these rip sessions. That could be interesting. We'll see if it actually has any weight or bearing or has any impacts as we go through the month, but I don't know, kind of excited about this. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Please make it fantastic for someone else too. But for now, we're going to leave you with the birdie.